we could have got shot in the park. Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, Jasmine Inspires. I'm up, I'm ready, I'm inspired to be a better me. Are y'all inspired today? If you are, tell me down in the comments, what are you inspired to do? What are you going to do different to be a better you? Okay, you guys, so today we're going to be getting into a no fear topic, and that's just a segment that I have here on my channel where I address different topics to hopefully inspire you, challenge you, motivate you to be a better you in any way, shape, or form. And so that could be me just giving you testimonies of what God has done in my life, to maybe you sending in questions. It could be about relationships. It could be about college. It could be about just anything that you might want me to address. And I also talk about just, different topics that might be going on in this world, and just how we can stay encouraged and stay hopeful. So I'm so excited today because I wanted to just share with you guys an experience that I've had. This might be known as a story time, but I personally say that it is a testimony of just how God has proven to me that He is a protector and He is a keeper. So if you are interested, keep on watching. It was actually a time where my cousins, we could have got shot in the park. It's like it was yesterday. Like, we was at my grandmother's house at the time, and everybody would always be at my grandmother's house. Like, it was always me and my cousins. We would always just hang out there. And right across the street from my grandmother's house was this particular park that we like to go to and just hang out. So at the time, I was probably like, I don't know, maybe 11, 12, 13. And then my cousins were probably about 7 or 8 years old. And I could be off on their ages. But we wanted to go to the park this particular day. Now, the type of neighborhood that my grandmother lived in, it was, at the time, it was just a lot of drug infestation going on. It was just a lot of like drugs, violence, just a lot of things happening in my grandmother's neighborhood. And what's so crazy is it wasn't always like that. The neighborhood that she lived in, it actually was a peaceful, calm neighborhood. But as time went on and people moved out, you had all these different other people coming in. And so that's what brought in the drugs and the violence and just a whole bunch of just chaos. But we were at my grandmother's house, and even like we wasn't scared because obviously we knew people in the neighborhood. My grandmother was there forever. My grandmother was just known in that neighborhood of just being an awesome woman, and so we just never was afraid of anything. So this particular day, me and my cousins wanted to go to the park. And like I said before, the park was right across the street. And my grandmother didn't mind us going as long as we looked both ways and we were in the house after, not after dark, but before dark, we were good. So it was during the daytime, nothing happening, nothing going on. And we were just outside playing at the park. And we were actually near like the monkey bars. And I never forget because there was this white, I don't know what the type of car it was, but it was like an SUV. I don't know if it was like a Navigator or a Cadillac or what, but I just knew it was a SUV. And I just noticed it. And there was this guy, it was like just, I guess, commotion that was taking place, a bunch of commotion. And obviously we're kids, we're in the park, we're having a good time. We're not really going to be paying a whole lot of attention to that. But next thing I know, this white SUV starts pushing on, and it's trying to ride fast towards the park. And at the moment, we're just like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And right now, we're just like deer in headlights, like shocked, like what's going on? And there was this guy that was behind the truck, and he had this gun. I don't know what kind of gun it was, but I knew that, hey, it was a gun, and it's time for us to like duck. because I know, look, things are about to pop off. Like, we don't need to be trying to run across the street. We need to just find safety. And so the guy starts shooting. This guy's not worrying about who's in the park or who's not in the park. He's not worrying about whether there's kids out or there's no kid. Like, he doesn't care. I mean, I guess whatever the commotion was that they were going through at the time, I guess he felt crossed or something was taking place, and to where he felt like he needed to go after the guys that were in the SUV. So as this guy is firing off gunshots, next thing I know is me and my cousins, we get down on the ground. And I just tell them, y'all, get down. Don't get up. Just stay down on the ground. I hear my mother yelling across the street. And so we're just, at this point, we're just trying to stay low. We're not trying to get up. We're just trying to stay low. And so we're kind of eyeing what the guy is doing. The guy, I guess, I don't know if they had ran to get back in their car to go chase after the guys that's in the SUV. But we just knew that we seen the clear to go ahead and run across the street. And so that's what we did. I grabbed my cousins and we all just started running across the street. And my mom, she was just like, y'all okay? Is everything all right? But it was at that moment that I just, being 11, 12, 13 years old, I just had to thank God for his protection, because that could have been us. The place, they who knows, they were shooting them bullets. Those bullets could have easily ricocheted off of something and hit one of us. They didn't care who was in the park or who wasn't in the park. The guys, all they knew is that somebody crossed and they was trying to get the guys. And the guys in the car, they were just trying to get away. But just being able to experience the power of God and his protection and how he just covered us that day, even the more it just I began to realize how real God was. And it just allowed me to just know that you don't have to be fearful of a thing. As long as you put your trust in God and you know who he is in your life, come on, you got to know that he's your keeper. He's going to cover you. You know, there's a lot of things that's even happening in our world right now. Our world is definitely in an uproar, especially in the U.S., the different things that has taken place. And it can be scary sometimes. It can be, you know, you can become fearful because of all the different crazy things that has taken place. He will keep you. He will protect you, and he will comfort you in these times. I'm a witness. And so this is just one of the many instances that I have encountered, you know, the true power of God. I hope you guys enjoyed this testimonial story time of just how God has proven himself to me. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And also make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.